What's up? What's up? It's been a while since I've done a StreamYard stream. Things look a little different over here. Good to see you, Pixie. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you can return, please do so. Let me check my mic settings here on Bluetooth. And let me know if you can hear me all right. If I'm too loud, if I'm too quiet. And if anybody wants to come in, the link is pinned. Yeah, thoughts on thinking and stuff. And what have we been doing? Well, yeah, like I was talking about earlier, a lot of training. Actually, I will have to get back to that after I'm done here for a new position. I've decided to lean towards, which is cool. It's kind of working with people, um, in what you call behavioral therapy. You know, uh, so something like that. Um, so yeah, and I think it kind of is near what I'm doing right now, right? Like I observe people's behavior and I try to be objective about what's going on. And then, in this position, it's like authoritative, to try to correct behavior before it gets to a level that's really bad, right? And then so in this other position, it's like trying to correct the behavior, um, or modify the behavior in such a way, right? Like before it becomes a problem, or if it is a problem. So it's like for in addiction medicine, I guess it would be like termed in either case like as a redirection or something like that. So I think it's pretty interesting. Anyway, so I learned a lot about that, and then kind of unrelated subject matter like OSHA stuff. OSHA training is an interesting beast that I'm going through right now. So fun times. Yeah, link is pinned at the top. Come on in. Come one, come all. Let's talk about it. I was just doing a Prism live stream on this concept or this thought of whether kind of the uh, memosphere of debate is destroying the fabric of society. Is it just me? Like people don't take conversations seriously anymore, or they don't know how to have them, and it's kind of crazy. Oh shit! I think I need to get my laundry out of the dryer. So I might let this marinate for a minute. If anybody cares to have conversation, I figure I'd just open it up. Um, People said they wanted to come in. I don't know. Talking to you, Rex. Said you want to come in, man. Stream's open. Uh, I'll give it a few minutes. Do 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 do. Unfortunately, I cannot play. My media assets are all here and uploaded to StreamYard, but it will not allow me to play any of them except the stock shit. Um, I thought I was able to. I can't do backgrounds except the stock shit. Is there something else I could do? It's not videos. Overlays? Try an overlay here. Yeah, no overlays. I'm powerless. No logo. They blocked me out. Uh, Still do the old banners. Unfortunately, that call-in line is no longer good. So belief, disbelief, and other. That was really thoughtful. This is a comment I got once from Deconverted Man. Clever, clever. See no guests. Can you hear me now? Good. Alright, well, like I said, I'll let this stew for a second. I gotta go pick the laundry. I'll be right back. Stupid monkey got kicked out of your own damn studio. Dixie. Oh, hey. Hello.
Hey, monkey, how goes things?
Oh, I'm, usual ups and downs. But, I'm getting by. How you doing?
Oh, how about the same? It's been a roller coaster, but I am still breathing and experiencing, so no complaint.
Right. Uh, yeah, it's been like a busy week. So I went, last Sunday, I went to go to band practice with one of my bands, and we got there and found out that our bass player passed away. And
No.
so that was like a shocker. Yeah,
Ah, that's
yeah,
awful.
it's crazy.
No, no, it's just been, let's see. My mom had her double mastectomy. Then Super Munchkin got robbed in Costa Rica.
Oh,
Yeah, then I don't know. It's just been one thing after another, one thing after another. It's been crazy. And then, like, the
yeah.
next couple of weekends, the next 3 weekends, I won't even be in town. I've gotta take Super Munchkin back to college next weekend. The weekend after that, I have to go to Colorado, and then the weekend after that, I have to be in Dallas for my next appointment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and, just my mom, she's so great. She's been in such good spirits through this whole journey, through chemo, through breaking her hip and having the surgery, through the double mastectomy, she's just like happy-go-lucky. She's
Oh,
she's
that's awesome.
she's a tough
I
lady.
mean, that's awesome she could do that. I wish I wish my mom was more like that. My mom, like honestly, I've been having issues with her because she's like a stress case, and she's having her own health issues and stuff. I feel for her, but like she'll give me rides sometimes. I'll hop in the car and she will start yelling at me about how she thinks I have a vitamin deficiency and I need to get all these tests done. And I'm like, I don't think that's the problem.
Oh, no. See, my mom has a little bit of, like, what I would consider a volume control issue. She's pretty loud, especially if she's
Yeah,
loopy on anything from, like, any kinda, like, medication or anything. She's very loud, but she's also very sweet, so
yeah, yeah,
it's it's okay.
yeah. I'm like, I can't, like, I, I can't cut my mom out. Like people have told me to like that I should like separate from my mom and stuff, like therapists and stuff. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. But she's actually cut me off a couple times. I did like remove myself from her when I was younger, but like as I get older, it gets harder and harder, and I feel I have to like maintain some connection there. But yeah,
Yeah. You know, it's funny, like, I love both my parents. Both my parents are awesome. Well, I say "are." My dad passed away. My dad was my best friend, though. Like, my dad was my best friend. For about a year, we fought, like, hardcore, but after that, like, I visited him every single day until the day he died. Every single day, I went and hung out with my dad. He was my best friend. I love my mom, I adore my mom. I wouldn't want any other mom, but we didn't necessarily get along until I was probably, like, in my 20s, my early 20s before I really started getting along with my mom.
I was like the opposite. Like me and my mom were best friends until like basically when I hit puberty. Like once I hit puberty, like, especially when I became a teenager, but even a little earlier than that, like that was when all the conflict started. And it's gotten so bad over the years. Like sometimes I feel like she was blackballing me, like literally, like and like sometimes she will act as if I am my father, like all that resentment she has, and it's just really hard to deal with. But
Mm,
that's just
I
my side of the story. I'm sure she has her own, accounting of
I
that.
got that. I got a little bit of that, but more from my grandmother, actually. My
Yeah,
grandmother did not like my dad, very much. Um, and my grandfather was always like he was the biggest peacekeeper, least judgmental person I have ever known. Love that man. It's a shame I'm not more like him, but he, just incredible person. They once we lost him, my grandmother didn't have that thing holding her back, you know what I mean?
right, right.
And, like, it all came out at that time. I had Satan in me, I was a demon, I was too much like my dad, I was all kinds of trouble, I was just terrible, 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 and she let me know it. And the funny thing is, like, after I had my kid, I guess she thought I'd keep my kid away. I didn't. I let my mom I eventually started going over there, but for a little while, I just, like, let mom take Super Munchkin over there to see her and stuff. And it's so funny because once I started coming around, she, like, convinced herself that I was a different person. She had convinced herself, like, I magically drastically changed overnight, and I was just so wonderful after that. And it was her first great grandkid is that's what was going on there. But, like, I didn't change. Like, I was still just me, but for some reason, in her mind, like, I was this completely different person. I don't know. I just let it go because it is what it is, but that was weird to me that she just, like, somehow convinced herself that I was a different person.
You were dark pixie. Oh, hey everybody. How y'all doing?
Hey
I was
Rex, good to see
Pixie
you.
my whole life. I was dark pixie my whole life. She just up and decided one day
He
that I
just
had
now
just
notices. Okay, fair enough.
no, she just decided that I magically changed into light pixie overnight.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, yeah,
everybody
that's
wants to
See,
see the light. Yeah. So there's that.
that's like the opposite of my upbringing. Was like my mom will make up claims like that she raised me as a Christian, even though she never took me to church. And she'll say I was raised Christian, and I'm like, that didn't happen. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Hey,
See,
I was raised Primitive Baptist. It was a family church. You probably never heard of Primitive Baptist. So
I was raised
No.
Christian. I was raised, well, I was never a Christian. I was never a believer.
Mm-mm.
But I was raised in church. And when I say I was raised in church, I don't mean I went every Sunday. I went every Sunday morning, every Sunday evening, every Wednesday evening, sometimes Thursdays.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Fridays for the youth stuff. Yeah. If there were any lock-ins, I was there all weekend. In the summers, I helped with the Vacation Bible School stuff. I was also there when the choirs were practicing. Sometimes I would go in there with my grandfather while he did office stuff or while he got his sermon stuff together.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
was my mom.
I
My mom's
Doing
dad
his-
was a
Doing his
preacher.
chaplain thing. Yeah, he had to do his
No.
chaplain.
My mom's dad was a minister.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
he
the
was
chaplain.
he was
Yeah.
he no, he was well kind of, he was the preacher. I don't like calling him a preacher because I don't want people to compare him to like what a preacher today is, because that's not what he was. He was a minister. But he's probably one of the reasons I find it really, really hard to respect people who call themselves preachers today, even though I never believed. Like, he was just a really, really great example of what people say their beliefs should be. And he was absolutely phenomenal. He's the reason I wanted to believe, even though I couldn't. But even after he passed away, I didn't stop. My family never stopped going to church, right? Like, I was always in church.
Like, mine was the opposite. My family was never in church unless there was like I remember going one time, we went to like a Christmas mass or something like that, but it was like a very rare occasion. But that was also with my dad's side of the family, not my mom. So, and then with my mom, like, I remember she had encouraged me to like explore my own religiosity when I was young. And so when I was in maybe second or third grade, I went to like after school catechism at a Catholic school nearby. And I elected to do that on my own. And I think it was like a Tuesday, Thursday, or something like that. You just spend like a couple hours there after school. And that was it. Like, there was no, like, I didn't have to go. Like, nobody was really encouraging it. I just remember people were talking about it, and I found it interesting. And then I ended up kind of trying to write my own religion out. It was like almost like some weird version of Scientology or something. Like, I don't know.
I was never forced to go, right? Like, it wasn't like a you have to go. It was just,
it wasn't like that. Yeah,
no, it was just the way I grew up. It was just something everybody did, you know. And if they didn't go to the church I went to, they went to a different church. And then like and it's not like I was hardcore like rebelling, like I don't want to go or anything. I wanted to believe. I couldn't believe, but I wanted to. I really, really wanted to.
Well, my mom and dad were raised with the religion forced down their throat, so they didn't do that to me and my sister. I could believe what I want to believe. Sorry, people.
That's what I did with Super Munchkin. Like, if you want to go, go. If you don't want to go, great. But no, I think I didn't stop going to church until somebody, like, you know, they do the altar call and people go up and they do the prayer and the thing and all that.
Oh yeah, get blessed and saved and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was after one of those, and I was just like helping clean up, and I was getting ready to leave, and this girl, and I was the theater kid. And so like it was shortly after my fake it till you make it phase, right? Like, I don't believe, but if I just keep doing all the things, then I will believe, right?
Yeah, it'll somehow click, but it never did.
So yeah, exactly. So I was in the choir and I was in the drama team and all of that, and she came up to me one day, and I get the weirdest compliments, and this will segue, I promise. Like, one guy told me that my dress looked like an Oriental rug. some other lady was like, "You don't have a racist bone in your body, and I appreciate that." And I was like, "Isn't that the default?" And then, okay, so another compliment that I get a lot at work is like, "You're such a good Christian." And it always cracks me up because I'm like, I'm not a
Wait,
Christian,
what?
you know? But anyway, so it ties back to this because this girl, we're like having this conversation after church, and she's like, "Oh, I just got saved and I just gave my heart to Jesus." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's great. Like, congratulations, yay you on
Yeah,
your journey."
slow clap. Yeah, slow
Yeah.
clap.
And she said something like, "I just want you to know that you've been a big part of my journey, and I don't think I would be saved without you, and you like inspire me." And I just stood there and like I think I started crying. I started crying, but it wasn't
Oh,
like
did
I'm
you?
so happy. Yeah, because I felt like the
You were
biggest
touched.
fraud.
Yeah, you were
No,
touched.
I
You
was not.
touched.
I was the opposite of
No,
touched.
no.
I
You were
I
pissed off.
felt no, I felt like a fraud.
No. Hey,
Yeah.
look, you
No,
there.
I felt like the biggest fraud in the world because here's this girl.
No,
And
you're
she's looking
not.
at me. No, she's looking at me like she's obviously a Christian. Her grandfather was a
Fair enough.
preacher.
Fair
Like
enough.
and I'm standing there like I don't even believe. I've never been able to believe. Like don't
It's not my fault. Yeah, this
like
is not my
don't
fucking fault. Yeah.
like don't credit me with that, right? Like I can't even make myself believe. Don't credit me with your belief. Like don't do that. And like I just
Well,
felt like a horrible fraud. And then I think like the next Sunday my mom noticed that I didn't take communion. And that's when and out of all the things, the one thing I regret is telling my mom that I'm not a believer. I mean, my dad was fine, but my mom is like bless her heart. She's not forceful about it. She doesn't shove it on me. She doesn't preach at me. She doesn't any of that. But every once in a blue moon, she'll bring it up, and it just you can tell that it hurts her that I don't believe.
Well, it does my mom too. Today is my mom's 79th birthday. Thank you very much. But yeah, we don't talk about it.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. Not a lot. I talk about how much I care about her, and I try not to put it in like Jesus terms. If you pray hard enough, the cancer will go away. No, it won't.
I gotta say, my mom has become more and more forceful, and over the years, and it's difficult because I came out like as an unbeliever pretty early, and I was doing other things before this, but like she knew that I wrote songs about it and things like that, and we didn't really have direct conversations about it until really more recently, like probably till I was like in my 30s. So yeah, that's been kind of like a really difficult thing for me. Is she will start preaching at me, and sometimes I can tolerate it, and other times I just lose my cool.
Well, yeah, sometimes it gets aggravating. I know. But yeah, I grew up in the 80s, man. Hell, Satan, and all that shit. And metal music was the devil, and I'm a demon. No, I wasn't a demon. I was actually the devil. Not a devil or a demon. I was the devil growing up in high school.
You know what cracks me up? Is that like the sound of the music will automatically give somebody an idea of the person, even though like I have listened to screamo death metal bands, and if you listen to their lyrics, it's all like hippie shit.
Yeah, if you
that's great. That reminds me of we played a show one time at this club in Vallejo with this band, and they were on tour with Jägermeister, and we go up there, and they were a Christian death metal band. I shit you not. We were opening for them. Like, they were playing for Jägermeister. It was the most hilarious thing in the world.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can find like screamo bands talking about hippie, we should love everybody, super inclusive stuff, right? And you just look at the actions of the band themselves, right? You have people like Five Finger Death Punch not only invited kids on the stage, but started giving his jewelry and his personal belongings to all the kids in the crowd. You have Metallica, who dropped everything and paused their tour to go visit their biggest fan in a nursing home. That, you know, and then you have like all these people, all these pop stars that are like put up as like these role models for young kids, and they're the people who are like canceling. They like was it One Direction that failed to show up for the Make a Wish
Oh, really?
cancer kid when they found out they weren't getting paid?
Holy
Wouldn't
shit.
surprise me. Yeah.
Yeah, like just like and all kinds of stuff like that. You know, you have them on stage like twerking on inflatable penises, like all kinds of stuff, and they're like,
Huh.
yeah, those are the role models, and look at those evil rockers over there. And I'm like, but make it make sense.
Yeah, I've heard like a number of stories. Like the Christian music industry is just as corrupt as any other.
Oh, of
you know.
course. It,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was the girl who what was her name back? Was it Jessica Simpson? Was it Jessica Simpson? Or was it somebody else? I think it might have been Jessica Simpson. She came from a really religious family, and she tried to be a Christian music singer, but they wouldn't let her because they said that she looks too seductive. She wanted to be like the next Amy Grant or whatever. So they put her in like overalls and all kinds of stuff, and they were just like, no, her
yeah,
chest,
you're
her,
right.
no, they were just like, no, her chest is too
I
big.
remember
She's not gonna make it in the Christian music industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave her,
Not chaste enough.
yeah, they gave her like a straw
quickly, I
hat.
wanted to welcome Skeptic Philosophy, and the link is pinned if you'd like to come up. Go ahead, Rex. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, they had her in overalls and pigtails and a straw hat. Yeah, they tried to present her as this like country chick. No,
Yeah, and they were like, no, she's never gonna make it in the Christian music
that's
industry
not gonna fucking fly. Yeah.
because her boobs are too big.
Hey,
Okay, that's a little
look,
weird, but
genetics.
okay.
Genetics wins in the end.
Yeah, and
You know what? Do you
you'd
know
think.
I Killed Earl? Do you know I Killed Earl?
I know of her, so I've seen her in chats, and I know about her like
Oh, I
feud with
know her.
Missing Mod and stuff, but we don't know each other personally.
She
Well-
recently changed my life in the craziest way.
Oh,
Like-
How's
wow.
that?
Do tell.
Oh my god. So for forever, I've thought I was a 34D chest wise, right? And we were in some random chat together, and she was like, how much did you say you weigh? And I was like, about 95 pounds. And she's like, there's no way a 34 is anywhere in your bra size. She's like, let me size you up one time. I can do it, right? She never did, but she did say because I haven't been on camera in front of her, but she did say, I guarantee you're not a 34D, you're a 32 double D. And guess what? She is right. She was right.
Oh, yeah, she is pretty smart.
Huge difference. Never knew this.
Oh, we
Welcome,
had a
Geo
long
Sam.
chat. We had a long chat on Discord one day, and yeah, so I know I Killed Earl pretty good. As far
Yeah,
as
I've never actually spoken with Earl. I've seen her in a lot of chats and stuff. But yeah, so I actually, after Missing Mod had her feud with her, I went over and subscribed to the channel because I realized I wasn't actually subscribed to that channel. So now I am.
Yeah.
Anyway,
look, I'm almost
I do that.
41, and I am almost 41, and I just now discovered my real bra
Yeah,
size.
almost.
Thanks
Yeah.
That's funny.
thanks to I Killed Earl. And
My
that's-
bra size is still a 000. I mean,
Hey,
which is
look.
an accomplishment for 30-something-year-old American male.
Well, fair enough. Fair.
So.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm just saying.
Got Geo Sam in the chat. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Gio.
Philosophy.
Oh, hey,
Skeptic
Gio.
Haven just ended their stream. Perhaps some will come in. What? Skeptic Haven? I haven't been over there in a minute. Wes still over there. Yeah, Wes, right? Yeah. Producer
Anyway,
Wes.
I need to send I Killed Earl a thank you gift.
Send her a bag of dicks. You know what I'm
there
talking
you
about, right?
The gummy one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made Gio leave. He was like, nope,
Oh,
don't
no, he
need any of
left.
that. Gio was like,
She would
no,
see the humor,
no.
I think.
Gio came on and you're like, send him a bag of dicks. Gio's like, nope, bye.
Send me 10 cheese pizzas. I'll give my address.
I know his mic wasn't working. I'm just picking on Gio and Monkey at the same time because I can.
No, I did. I took it personally. I was like, oh, he hates me now.
Oh, hey, I have come to the conclusion I should ask before. Do you mind copyright claims on your channel?
So I've battled copyright claims most of the time. Why? What are we talking though? Because I can kind of figure it out most of the time.
I was gonna ask if I could play some music. You know me, man.
Can you play it? Can you play it without sharing the Can you play it just through your microphone?
Oh no, I can't do that. I'd have to present
okay.
it. Then you could backstage it, but no, just through my microphone. No, I have a piece of shit microphone.
Well, I got to know specifically what it is to know if I'm gonna. Yeah, just because there's different copyright laws, and like I said, sometimes I can navigate it. Hey, Gio Sam, good to see you.
Check, mic check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3,
Check.
4.
We
two.
can hear you now.
Yes. Hey, Gio.
Check, check.
Mission
Hi.
control to Major Tom. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
ground
okay.
control. Ground control to Major Tom.
ground control. Yeah.
Hello.
Halal. Wait, what?
No, I said hello.
No, I'm just fucking around, man. All right, let's see if you can get away with this, man. This is my friend's songs, so they're not really under. They're just YouTube shit that they put out.
Oh yeah, if it's not signed to a record label, it shouldn't be an issue.
No, they just collaborate and put shit out. It's good. It's good. I like it. I'm not all fangirling and shit over here, but
Fangirl.
all right. It's just a black screen. Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Hear it loud and clear. Hey, I know that guy.
I thought you.
Everyone's so proud of what they think they know. See the light in you so bright and pure and true.
Yeah, him and Halsey have been putting out some good shit lately. But let's continue. I will shut the fuck up.
Go out with me and we'll make it through. See the light in you. I wanna shine brightly too. You come to light the way, so I will not stay. Same old gravy, different day. Paradise seems so far away. Counting the hours and singing play. Throwing ourselves into the fray. My heart is broken too. Do you mind if I come sit next to you? Maybe show me a better way. Share your point of view. Remind me of songs like how I felt before the world became black and blue. We may only have today. There's nothing more can stay. stay. Nothing gold can stay. See the light in you so bright and pure and true. Will you walk a while with me? Help me make it through. See the light in you. I wanna shine bright. You come and light the way, make it all okay. Nothing gold can stay. Nothing gold can stay. Make it all okay. I wanna shine bright too, just like you. People come and people go. We look for yes, but still find no.
Wow.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little jelly of the recording quality on that. Can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Jelly.
So search this up. Search up "Call Us Ides." One word.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Hang on. Boop. Call us what?
Call Us Ides.
All one word.
Yeah. CALLUSEYED.
ELE. Wow.
And it'll probably try to redirect you to some other variation on that spelling.
Call us EYE
I.
what?
EYED.
Yeah, you see what's coming up, right?
No. Just go to get the direct search. Don't go to the other ones.
All right.
The direct word search for that. Yep, that right there.
This right here.
Yeah, that's one of my bands.
Oh, this is you, huh?
Yes, sir.
Goddamn, 22 minutes. Wait, where were you playing at?
I think that was just live in the studio for that one.
Oh,
That's
okay.
our bass player who just passed away last week.
Oh shit.
And then,
Sorry.
yeah,
Sorry.
no, yeah, all good.
Waking X. That's 5 minutes.
Yeah, check
Cloud
out one of the videos there.
Not quite Cloud 9. So yeah. Didn't quite make it to Cloud 9. 2009, when we were still fucking young.
Shit, I was like, what? 21, turning 22? No. 24.
Yeah, I was like 20 years old. Or no, 21.
2009.
I think I was
Wait,
like 25.
This was
2009?
before I joined the band. This is
In
an older recording
2009?
from before I joined. But yeah.
Look,
Yeah, I think so.
I
Let's
was-
see.
look,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna say, and Geo Sam can back me up on this. I was born in 1973. What year were
Uh-oh.
you born in, Geo?
Well, I'm a boomer, so and I haven't disclosed my full age or anything like that publicly.
Well, I mean, you are what you are. I mean, but fair
So-
enough. Fair enough.
I am 41 and I was born in 1980. Well, no, I'm not 41 yet. I will be 41 in December. But I was born in 1984. So let's see. In 2005, I turned 21.
What year?
So
did
yeah, I was
start?
25 going on 26 in 2009.
I think I started high school in '88. Yeah. So
Hey, good to see you, Tilting Windmill. I was born in 1988. I'm age revealing here.
Oh,
Yeah.
88. I
hell.
got
I'll be
I got out of-
37 in 2
I
months.
got out of the service in 88.
Uh,
I spent 6 years in
we're
the
old,
service.
man. We're
I
old.
actually have a good birthday. I was born the first day of the last month of 1984, like the book.
Cheers.
Cheers. There you go. Cheers
Plus,
to
my birthday's one day before Super Munchkin's birthday, and that makes it awesome. Because Super Munchkin's the coolest person in the whole world.
Oh yeah, my sister and I had a birthday week because she was born on May the 14th and I was born on May the 19th. So yeah, we had a birthday week bash. So yeah.
Oh, I just
she
spent my
went down.
birthday getting ready for her birthday.
Fair enough. All right, let's continue.
That's how it goes.
Look on this side, you will realize you're on cloud nine. It's flying. Why can't you see? I can't move up. I can't get out. I wish I would get lost your life. You'll never like. Get yourself and forget the sky. Wherever is your blood. Won't ever change. I'm in your face. Your blood drops of falling rain. It's all the same. So don't have to make some. Once you sit back, look on this side, you will realize you're on cloud.
You know, interestingly enough, just to interject on that, like I just realized, Rex, you picked a song that I have actually never played with this band, which one of a few songs that because I came in later, and this is one of a few songs that I have never actually played or performed with this band. So
Really?
that's kind of interesting. Yeah, and I've been playing with them for like 10 years now. So
Huh. Well, I actually like this. You
Oh,
should,
before we-
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, it
sorry.
is good. Before we
Yeah, I
hit
do
play
like-
again, though, before we hit play again, though, if my icon disappears and you need room on the panel, please feel free to kick me at some point. I do have to take my dog on a walk.
Oh, do what
okay,
you got.
yeah, no problem. There's plenty of room, but do what you got to do. Yeah, thank you. Wow, somebody
Okay.
says Calisat has way better songs.
Let's.
Well,
we
this
got
is a good
what?
one.
Yeah, I like it. You've never played it.
I've never played this. I've never performed this with the band, so that's not me. That's the other guys. But I perform with them now. We've just never played the song together.
Okay. Okay. Hey.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Yeah. Oh no, I like it. I like that one. Okay. Well, which one have
Welcome
you
back,
played?
Skeptic Philosophy. So if you go to any of those videos with the Calicide white on black, I'm the guitarist in those videos. But yeah,
White on black. Wait, where? What?
with just the name and the lower 3 there.
Clockwork Timepiece. Hey, I kind of like that one.
Thought you might.
You on that? Is that you?
Yeah, that's me on guitar there. This is
Okay.
actually that's an improv jam that we saved. So
Yeah, I'm kind of random. I'm just saying. It's only a minute. Yeah. Tick tock, motherfucker. That sounds like some shit me and my friends did
Sounds
when we
about
were
right.
all fucked up. Yeah. We were all fucked up. We were just like, hey, let's go.
yeah, Napa. We played at the Napa Bowl, Bilko's Billiards, all over the area. I don't think we played the old Katati Cabaret though. I'd have to check the records. There's actually records of all the shows we played before in there, like prior to like our new incarnation or whatever. So yeah, it's a lot, but
All right, is that all you got? That's all you got. Okay. Fair enough. Hey, pick a song. What do you want to hear? One of yours?
I got a song.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
go
can
for it.
find you a song. Oh, fine.
Yeah, I made it in Suno. It's a one-off, and I'll never touch Suno again.
Uh-oh. This
It's one of
Oh,
those.
that sounds bad.
Look,
It's a
he
one-
wants me to play some fucked up shit.
It's a
okay?
one-hit wonder, and I'm keeping it that way.
All right, no, listen to the one that says Dark Sails down there. I think you'll dig that one. If you
Oh,
will,
Dark
just
Sails.
indulge me with it. We don't have to, but you can if you want to. It's up to you.
No, I saw that and I was intrigued. Dark Sails. Wait, did I go too far? I went too far.
Yeah, it should have been in the like I said, the black with the white letter group right there
Dark
somewhere.
Sails. There you go. The whole
Yeah.
album. Holy shit.
Yeah, we went pretty minimalist.
I like that ending.
Thank you.
Was that planned? Was that?
Yeah. No, we had to work very hard to get that down specifically. There were a couple parts that were a little jumbled in there.
Because that feedback was excellent.
Thanks. Yeah. So that was a song they wrote like shortly before I got there. So I kind of picked up and filled in the gaps on that one. So
Yeah, you picked up and ran with it. Yeah, that was good. I mean, the singer could have a little more presence with his voice, but yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, that's always an issue, is trying to get the right vocal level, man. What are you saying, Gio?
Just gonna say hello to Tilting Windmill. Hello.
Oh, I'm not even paying attention to chat. Sorry about that.
I felt like moshing.
Some good
that's
people
like
pass through there.
That's like music I used to mosh to back in the day.
So because of us, our band, well, the band that I'm in, again, like prior to me being in it, I was a fan of the band, and so there is now a no moshing sign up in the Bilko's Billiards and Darts establishment that was not there before, and we may or may not have something to do with that. But yeah.
How dare they?
Hey, look, yes, I do watch Judge Judy. So back off, man.
Judge Judy. Don't pee on my head and tell me it's raining. What? Oh.
Skeptic's Philosophy says, Clockwork, you have a voice that is so close to an Ernest character.
Ernest.
Wait, what?
Haven't heard that name in
ages.
I
guess that's,
Ernest. I have a GIF image of him going, making fun of me.
There you go. Hey, look, this chick right here. Yeah.
Oh, I made a song.
Okay. I'm getting a little scared now. She looks like she might have representation, legally speaking.
Well, I catch her live every once in a while on YouTube and talk shit. So yeah, there's
Betray
that.
desires and a piece of the game. Yeah.
And what do I get?
I know
No, wait, she just skipped a part though.
I'll show all my
Those
cool
plastic
and
strings.
cold like culture. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. And someone will say what is lost can never be saved. Despite all my rage,
That's nice, but I'm perturbed by her skipping a whole part of the song.
Wait,
I'm not-
what bothers you?
I'm not.
She
feeling
skipped
the
a whole change there. He said, "What do I get for my pain? Betray desires and a piece of gain." That's a whole like inner change in the song that she just skipped over.
I'm just not feeling the rage though.
You
Sorry.
ain't feeling the rage? Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'll find something for you.
I mean, the original song, I felt the rage from that song.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I've
don't
seen it
feel it.
live. He's very angry.
He's so angry.
I'm not quite feeling it here with this one. It's more of a horror theme thing. Like,
Well, no, it's like angst. It's like
yeah.
social
Oh,
anxiety.
wait. No, you want angry. Okay, I got angry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll have
of course we
angry.
want angry.
I also don't want my channel to get taken down, so be careful.
No, it's a cover, so you should be good.
All right.
No, we want sweet, nice, and happy. I have a song that I actually made myself. Well, with the help of Suno. You want to hear it?
You're so angry.
Yeah. Wait. Gio, what you got? Hold on.
I gotta share it.
All right, go ahead.
Here.
All right, go ahead.
We also covered that song once, but we don't have a recording of it. But Calicide covered that song as well. We've done a lot of covers. We do the Rolling Stones. We do Dramarama, Neil Young. Yeah. We've done a lot of stuff as well.
Share screen.
Cryptomaria, good to see you. I thought that was a sporn.
Stop share. Oh wait, did I stop sharing? Yes.
Just keep your fascism. No.
Stop sharing. Why did
keep
I
your fascism over there? Oh, in Canada, in the fascist Canada. I'm joking, of course. Good to see you as always.
All right, there we go.
I think these are inside jokes. I'm not sure if that's tracking, but anyway.
I heard the joke.
Tilting Windmill says to cover the Cranberries seems like a risk.
A fascist joke
can be so hard to do well.
Huh?
Yeah. What? Huh?
I don't know.
Are you sharing your screen, sir? Okay.
Yeah, it's there. I don't know why it's not.
I am engaging the trolls.
Fair enough.
Are you trolling me? I'll know if you're trolling me. Believe.
Probably.
Well, you gotta. If you hear it, let me know because I'm gonna play it. There's.
All right, I see it now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you hear it?
I don't know.
Well, the volume's turning up. There's gonna be a record coming up. Yeah. Do you hear the record?
Loud and clear.
Now I do. Why'd you stop it?
Oh, I just wanted to see if you heard it.
Yes.
All right, that's a good indication. Like if I stop it and you say something, that usually indicates you didn't hear it or you're not hearing it. So you were hearing it, right? I can make it louder.
Understand the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. king of wisdom. Because I believe has a good and moral effect upon a man. It's no evidence of his truth. Love is wise, hatred is foolish. Love is wise, hatred is foolish. I would never die for my beliefs because I might be wrong. The hardest thing to learn is which bridge to cross and which to burn. To whose side more precious? The person who believes this is all there is and tries to enjoy it to its fullest. Love is wise, hatred is foolish. Love is wise, hatred is foolish. Love is wise, hatred is foolish.
Killer lead.
Be diverted by what you wish or what you think would be if you choose.
Definitely, like Iron Maiden comes to mind. A couple other bands for sure, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I was thinking Iron Maiden too. Yeah. Reminded me of Iron Maiden.
Well, do that, but come back. You know, come.
Hatred is foolish. Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh. You'll have to go up to the music app to find that one.
Well, I have that posted to my channel, but
Shit.
I had something wrong with the audio, and this is the first time it's ever been played, and it's people could actually hear it, and I cut it short. But anyway, that's a tribute to Bertrand Russell. If anyone knows who that is, if you don't, look him up.
Yeah. Is that's from the debate with was that a bishop, right? The why I'm not a Christian.
Not actually, a lot of it was taken from his address to a future, what he would say to a future nation, taken from that.
Oh, okay.
Part of that and part of some other quotes that he had said. It's all quotes from Bertrand Russell. It's my attempt at kind of trying to let people know that there is rationality out there. If you want it, you can find it. Just saying, it's out there.
Yeah, Russell, I think is a great story. Like, I just came to the University of California, and they tried to get him kicked out. Like literally, they tried to deport him because of his like fucking beliefs about sexuality or whatever, or his teachings about sexuality rather.
Yeah, because he was progressive.
Yeah.
That's the way people. Hey, look what they did to what's his face for fucking Galileo. I mean, not Galileo. Was it Galileo? Oh yeah, Galileo.
Yeah.
They burned them at the stake, right? Is that what they did to him?
Yeah, I think Galileo was burned, and then the other guy, Copernicus. No, not Copernicus. He was Copernicus. They threatened him. No, I think I'm getting this wrong. I don't want to fuck this up.
Yeah.
Anyway, they persecuted a lot of scientifically minded people. Yeah,
Well,
Russell just came in and said,
I guess it's better than
Go ahead.
you know that idea of putting a person away in a room and just letting them die. There's a name for that. I forget what it's called.
Okay, maybe it was Galileo. One of them, I'm trying to think of who. I thought it was Copernicus, who they told him basically, if you don't kill yourself, we're going to kill you. So he just killed himself. Is that Galileo or Copernicus? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I know Galileo, the church, because the church just
Hey,
recently.
look, you're talking history that I actually do know, but I'm fucking drunk and high right now. So yeah, I don't know the answer right off the top of my head.
Well, we'll wait till you become sober and then
Google
you
it.
can tell us.
Well, I can
Yeah.
tell you tomorrow. Yeah, call me
Consult
after I
the
wake
Almighty.
up.
Internet.
Wait a minute. I thought Copernicus was like exiled and then like died of a stroke or a
Yeah,
brain
they
hemorrhage
put
or
him on
something.
the church.
Okay.
The church put one of them on house arrest, and they died in the house. And then he published whatever he published after he
Yeah.
died, because he was like, "Fuck the church."
Well, he was presented with
The
his
audience
completed
is
works
course
on his death.
correcting as well. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, he was presented with his completed works on his deathbed. So barely.
Something like that. Yeah.
I cannot confirm or deny. I wasn't there. I didn't witness it, man.
But I
Yeah.
think he was. I could be wrong, but I know Galileo was house arrest. I thought Copernicus was like sent away or something.
Well, he might have been banished. One or the other was put on house arrest until he died, but he never really gave up what he fucking scientifically proved.
Galileo.
Yeah, I think that dude
Yeah.
also killed himself. Right? Like he didn't like die of natural causes. He committed suicide.
Now
I have no idea. I wasn't
The
there.
person who they were like, we're either going to kill you this way or this way. We'll let you pick. And then he just went and killed himself.
Yeah,
was
I'm thinking of the
Socrates.
person.
That
No,
was
no. I remember. No, not Socrates. I'm thinking of the guy who first
No,
proposed
it's not
the not what's the not
I think-
heliocentric model. The guy who said that the Earth goes around the sun. That
Yeah.
guy. That
Yeah.
was Galileo.
Galileo.
Yeah, that's Galileo. He was
Yeah.
under
Okay.
house arrest. He was put under house
Well,
arrest.
yeah, it was either.
But he killed himself.
It was either recant what you're saying, and go on house arrest, or we're going to burn you at the stake. That's his two choices. That's what he had.
Hello.
Galileo didn't kill himself. He
Hey,
died
man,
of
I
a
can
fever
see
and
it.
he
He died
of
of
a
old age.
fever and heart palpitations.
Okay,
He had a heart
maybe I got that wrong. Midnight,
Well, didn't-
welcome.
Oh,
Didn't
hey,
the church,
Midnight.
the church had to admit he was right, though.
Well,
Yeah,
eventually,
500 years
yeah.
later.
Oh, Jesus, don't start with the flat earth bullshit. Look,
not.
I'll fucking leave. I will fucking leave. I'm tired of talking about the flat earth.
Wait, who's bringing up flat Earth?
It's
You.
flat. It is flat.
No, I never. what-
Oh, Jesus. Okay, never mind. I'll shut up. Never mind.
It is flat underneath my feet. Thankfully.
yeah. I can make a flat surface right now. I promise.
It's flat where it needs to be. That's
My
good
desk
enough
is
for me.
technically
that's
flat.
what
Yeah.
she said. That's what she said.
You guys are insane.
It seems flat, but when I zoom out, it's really not.
Geo does not live in the mountains. Anytime somebody says the earth is flat, I have to ask,
live
is
in
it
the
a
mountains.
frisbee or a donut? Because there are two different beliefs. Some think it's a frisbee and some think it's a donut. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I've
Shit.
heard both of those. Yeah.
That was if
We
world
are
was
the
a
watchers. We are the watchers on the wall. So
donut.
there's that. I ain't saying the whole shit because it's like a fucking paragraph and a half.
The ones that confuse me the most are the ones that are like, yeah, no, Mercury, Venus, those are globes. The moon is a globe, but we're a frisbee.
We're flat.
What?
Why? How? When?
Wait,
Where?
what?
What happened? They didn't drink their V8 that day?
I don't know.
Wait,
Hey,
does
look,
V8 still exist?
Yeah, it does.
I think so.
Okay, cool.
I haven't had one in years. Maybe I should go buy some.
Well,
huh?
you mix it with the beer, so it's healthy. It's healthy. If you
Is it
put
really?
V8
Is it really?
If you thought the Earth was flat, why wouldn't you think the moon was flat and Venus was flat and Mars was flat? Like, I don't understand why.
Because you got to keep the conspiracy alive. That's. I mean, I don't know. It's so silly.
Yeah.
Flat Earth just a psyop.
Keep it alive.
Well,
Everything
yeah,
else.
no, the theory goes like if Earth is flat, then all of those other structures are fake, right? Like by definition, they're all like made
Yeah.
up things that don't actually exist as we know them.
Well, that's what they
Yeah,
claim.
they're just projections.
They claim they don't. The
Yeah.
bodies we see don't exist.
It's like the Truman Show. It's like they're taking the sun down every night. So we don't.
I'm looking at something up there.
All right, somebody read Stephen King too many times. That's all I got to say. The more y'all talk about it, the more it sounds like the place. Have you ever read The Dark Tower?
You may be right, Peace.
You know the place where they keep the breakers, and it talks about how like they created like an artificial sun and all of these things, and they'll like turn the lights out on them, basically, kind of a thing. Never mind. I read too much. Forget I said anything.
No,
What'd you
please
say?
continue. No.
It just sounds like that to me. It sounds like I'm reading like Stephen King or Orson Scott Card or something.
I feel like this is like the point where I need to make a shameless plug and say Pixie actually has a wonderful series on the Dark Tower on her channel.
Oh yeah, she's reading it.
Yeah, where
She's
she
doing
reads it. Yeah.
Oh my god, that reminds me. I'm
yeah.
so sorry to Book Club for missing yesterday. Like I said, craziness going on. However, I don't work tomorrow, so I will make up Saturday's reading tomorrow because I will be gone for like 3 weekends in a row. I'm so sorry. Okay, continue.
No, don't be sorry. Go have fun.
No, it's not about having fun. I gotta move Super Munchkin back to college, which is gonna be a sad day because she's getting older and I probably won't have her for another full summer ever. You know, she's gonna be a sophomore in college. Like technically it's her second year of college, but she has 94 credit hours. Technically she's a senior in her second year of college. Anyway. So I got to move her back to college, and then the next week I've got to go to Colorado for some family stuff, and then the next week I have to go to Dallas for an appointment. So not a lot of fun, just a lot of busy.
Well, being busy is good, right?
I am going to stop at Garden of the Gods, though, because why the fuck not? I love that place.
Oh, hey. There
Is
you
that
go.
a restaurant or?
No. So,
What is
Garden of the Gods is just like, it's this like hiking place. There's some rock climbing stuff, some like cliffs. There's some sheer cliffs. There's some grassy trails. There's
okay.
big boulders in these grass fields, things like that. And a long time ago, when they finally convinced the owner of the land, the owner of the land is the one that made it public, and they were trying to get him to sell it, and he finally sold it on one condition: that the land remain free access to the people and that nobody could ever charge admission to get in.
Oh wow,
Yeah. So
that's
it's
quite a what
yeah.
do they call it?
Condition. It's quite the ultimatum, quite the condition.
Declaration. I don't know.
Yeah. So to this day, it still
A
is.
gift.
Even,
That's a gift to the
Yeah.
people.
it is. So even the
Right?
gift shop is like
Did my
across-
audio go out?
No. It is a
Let me
gift
check.
to people.
We can hear both of you, yes.
Yeah. But even the gift shop is like across the street, across the highway, because they don't even like sell anything there. Some people will get like a lot of people go there to learn to rock climb and to cliff rappel. You'll see people get like permits and get their gear in there and stuff like that. Anyway, it's a beautiful place. It's a great fun to hike. They've made the main trail and the main part of the rock cliffs like super easily accessible, even to like beginners. And then they have like areas where you can technical climb and things like that. It's one of my favorite hiking places, and it's right outside of Colorado Springs. So I'll hit it. I'll see it on my way to Denver and on my way back.
It sounds beautiful.
It is beautiful. Also, Seven Falls is in that area.
Okay. I feel like I've been through there in my
Hello?
travels as a youngster.
Welcome back.
Hey,
Um,
oh, hey, well, thank you for stopping by, Skeptic Philosophy. Appreciate you being here. And King Bone, hey, welcome. Doing great, doing fine. Did you have something you wanted to say, Sam? Sounded like you were trying to
I
maybe
think
microphone issue.
we can hear him, but I don't know if he can hear us.
Okay.
Because he said it sounded like a gift to the world, and then I went to say that it was, and then he said, did I lose audio? So we can hear him, but I think he can't hear us.
Yeah, I was hearing him okay, and yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think I've been through that area. My grandfather lived in like near Boulder. So is that somewhere near Boulder, the area you're talking about?
So if you started south of Colorado and you went
Yeah.
to Boulder, you would pass it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wait, I was going to say, depending on which way you go, but that's not true. It doesn't matter if you go through Oklahoma or New Mexico, which the common route is New Mexico. You should never go through Oklahoma unless the Raton Pass is closed. But yeah, if you go
Right,
through,
right.
so once you go over the Raton Pass, you hit
Okay.
it's Trinidad, right? And then you keep going. So Boulder is right before you get to Denver. So yeah, so Boulder would be between Colorado Springs and Denver. So if you came from the south to Colorado, then you would have to pass by Garden of the Gods. Yeah.
Gotcha. Geo, do we have you back? Can you confirm or deny?
yeah, I think my audio's good, right?
I hear you.
It's taking me Crypta. It's funny you say that because it's taken me a long time to try to say Colorado. It's taken me a long time to say Nevada because I always said Nevada and Colorado. Yeah. And then I learned that no, in the South, you do not say Colorado or Nevada. You say Colorado and Nevada.
I like the way Arnold Schwarzenegger says California.
I don't know that I can
You
hear
did
that.
you did not just say that on my channel, sir.
California.
Oh my goodness.
California. He's
I
like
am in so much bad mud right now.
He's the governor of
I will delete
California.
this stream.
He can't even say his own state's the governor he was the state of the name correctly. California. Is my
Well,
audio-
see, so okay, no, wait. Aside from that, how did Schwarzenegger get elected? And I was just discussing this with somebody
How?
recently because they recalled the former governor of California, Gray Davis, because he said something like, and I'm paraphrasing, if y'all don't stop using so much water, you're going to end up in a fucking drought, right? And then every year since, we've been in a drought. But they recalled the governor for telling us we had to save water, and then we still had to save water anyway, and somehow Schwarzenegger gets in power. Does it, like, if you're involved in California politics, you might remember this. It was before I was of voting age, but this actually happened. It was pretty crazy stuff.
I mean, it's not the first time. Ronald Reagan was an actor and then he was president. So, I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I think Arnold gave out
But
cigars.
I'm saying the point was this man who actually told facts got taken out of the office, and then Arnold got put in his place.
Yeah,
That was
because
my whole
Arnold
point.
gave out better cigars. That's why.
No, because it's about sound bites and people
What a cigar,
not
we got a cigar.
people
What is-
didn't want to hear what they needed to hear. Look,
I
here's
will be going to
Gio's
California.
gonna be mad. Gio's gonna be mad at me, but I don't care. I think some places don't want to hear the hard truth. For example, I think most of Arizona was a mistake, and so is the Hoover Dam. One of our biggest mistakes. Short-sighted
Right,
bullshit is what it is. What we are doing
Wait, I
is
live in
we
AZ.
are draining. You do live in Arizona. We are draining the Colorado River, which provides a water source for a lot of different states. We are draining the Colorado River, and we are draining part of the Ogallala Aquifer, and we are draining resources from other places to make an uninhabitable place slightly more comfortable. Somewhere that is so opposed to habitation that there are workers who have to work at night and cannot work during the day because they'll have heat strokes if they do. So we are making habitable places uninhabitable to make an uninhabitable place slightly more comfortable for a bit. And I think that's stupid.
AZ is a
I
crazy
concur.
town, man. AZ, you know that it's so fucking hot during the day that no one's around, right? But then the stores don't stay open. They don't open early, and they don't stay open late. So it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing out there? How can you keep a business going? You're not open early. You're not open late. No one's around during the day because it's so fucking hot. Who's going in the store?
Well, the problem is you have to know your clientele, right? You have to cater to the individuals who are actually coming to your store, and they're probably going to come in between those golden hours, like 2 and 5 a.m.,
That's true too, yeah. Because there's a monopoly in the areas of the desert where I live because there's nowhere else to go shopping.
You know
what
who
I mean?
ruined our shopping hours? COVID. I used to go to the store at 3 a.m. Did I have to go to the store at 3 a.m.? No. Why did I go to the store at 3 a.m.? Because I did not have to deal with people or lines, right? But now, all the stores that used to be open 24 hours, ever since COVID, when COVID hit, they all started closing at between 8 and 10. And now the latest one stays open till midnight. And I'm like, no, I want my 3 a.m. grocery trips back because I hate shopping. And the longer I spend in the store, the more pissed off I am when I leave. So
The other thing, I don't know if you guys have this, but in California, there's some weird, they've been arguing about this, but there's a statute that allows them to have one employee on duty during the overnight hours at gas stations. So I go into my local gas station, and this dude will be on break from say give a half an hour at 2 a.m. and half an hour. So there's nobody there. The gas station's not open. You can't, unless you're using a credit card at the pumps, you can't get any services here because they don't want to pay another guy to work part-time there. And so that's been kind of an issue. If I go into work real early, it's the same guy who's been on all night, and I'm coming in at 5 a.m. trying to get a pack of cigarettes, and I can't get in because he's on break. You know what I mean?
Yes. Don't they have automation for that?
No, you can't buy cigarettes because you have to have a human verify your ID.
No, I mean the gas.
Yeah, if you're just getting gas, then you're fine. But if you're trying to buy anything else, you have to wait until the
depends on
person
what
comes.
state you're in.
Oh, because they sell other shit too. Okay.
Right. Yeah, I'm talking about trying to get cigarettes or energy drinks
okay.
at 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
It depends on what state you're in, though, because in Oregon, you can't pump your own gas.
Right.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's somebody's job. You pull up and they ask you how much you want to put in, and they fill it up for you and all of that stuff. You stay in the car.
Okay.
They'll wash your windows for you. They'll fill up your gas, all of that, but you stay in the car.
There was a video that went viral about a girl who went to a gas station and started washing her car with the gas hose. She took the gas hose out and was all over the car like it was water.
Well, she's an idiot.
You didn't see that video?
Clearly, yeah.
No.
And she's washing the car with the brush and everything, and it's at the gas station. It's like wait, that's gasoline, and it looks like gas. You didn't see that video?
No.
I guess
I feel like people like that are staging it at this point, or it's like something
Yeah.
to get attention because you know you're being filmed and you know you're setting something on fire. Like
Yeah.
you've got to be either completely incoherent or trying to get attention, right? Like at that point.
Well, there was no fire involved. It was just the woman went to the gas station. She went to the nozzle, picked it up, and started washing her car with it.
Like I've experienced, so in my line of work, like I'm just sitting at a bus stop, like just watching people, right? In the last couple of years, and I've seen a random white male who's like 50 plus, probably, and he's hollering at a group of Mexican people. He's screaming the N-word at them, and he's provoking a fight from them. And luckily for him, they don't respond, right? Like presumably he's about to get jumped by like six Hispanic guys, right? Like why do people do this? And it's just to provoke like attention, just to get attention. You know what I mean?
That's negative attention, though.
Yeah, severely negative attention.
Well, that people sometimes people grow up that way where the only attention that they can, like, that they think is worthy is negative, and that's what they do, right?
Yeah.
That's a sad state of affairs. I had a weird thing.
And you're like, is this mental illness, you know?
Oh. You think so?
Go ahead. What were you saying? Yeah. No, I was asking the
weird
question,
thing.
but you go ahead.
A weird thing that happened that I remembered yesterday that happened it's just it was on the trails riding my bike. There's trails here that we can ride, and I'm on the trail, and it's late at night, and I put my light on, and there was a river area where not a river, like a pond area where people can go and swim if they wanted to go swim, right? So I went down there, but it was at night, and I saw a pair of shoes and there sitting there in the road. I was riding in this path, like there's a pair of shoes with socks. Like, you know how people take their shoes and the socks, they bundle this and they push them in the shoes?
Yeah.
Well, it was placed nicely on the path.
Like they're storing them for later, yeah.
But in the middle of the path, a pair of shoes with the socks tucked in nice as you please. I had to go around them, and then I was like, what the fuck are these shoes? I stopped. I was like, why the fuck are these shoes in the middle of the fucking path, right? So I said, what the fuck? I go and I went down, I did my thing, come back, the shoes are fucking gone. So somebody came. I didn't see anybody anywhere during my whole trip because it was almost nighttime. I was getting ready to go, right? There was nobody there the whole time, and yet I saw a pair of shoes. They appeared on the path. They were just there because I saw them there, and I drove up to them, and I drove around them, and I noticed them, and I stopped, and I thought that was weird that there were some pair of shoes on the pathway. But then I kept going, and I went down to the waterway, and I looked at the waterway, and I then rode back. And as I rode back the same area, the shoes were just gone. They were not there. So someone must have came and picked the shoes up, but I didn't see anybody pick the shoes up. I didn't see anybody in the area. Doesn't mean there was no one there.
Right.
That's a strange thing.
You know what I did one time?
What?
Y2K was coming.
Y2K.
People were freaking out. And
some people.
Me and my friends were a bunch of weirdos. Okay, when I say we were weird, we were really weird. First of all, we lived in a really small town and there was nothing to fucking do. We were bored. You had to drive in.
Bowling.
You had to drive. Yeah, if you get, you had to drive 30 minutes to go bowling.
Oh, see, you had a bowling alley at least.
No. You had to drive to it. I shouldn't say you had to drive 30 minutes.
I'm just kidding.
You had to drive to a city 30 minutes away to go bowling, or the city an hour away to go bowling. There was literally, we did have a skating rink, but it wasn't always open. Anyway, so
I'm
we would
just
drive
kidding, man.
around. We would drive around and play flashlight tag in cars. We would have trunks full of props and costumes, and we would run around playing truth or dare, being all kinds of crazy. We'd get bored. We'd get ourselves kicked out of stores. I remember one time we were just really bored, so we wanted to see how many stores we could get kicked out of, and we got kicked out of Walmart. We got banned from Walmart for like 5 years because we ran in there and we got tricycles and bouncy balls, and we went to the toilet paper and paper towel section and built fortresses and proceeded to kill each other with bouncy balls. So we got kicked out. Like, just random weird stuff. So anyway, Y2K is coming. Everybody's freaking out. Me and my weird ass friends, we decide it will be hilarious to do a massive like thrift store haul and stay up really, really, really late that New Year's Eve. So like 3 o'clock in the morning, we're going around this little town, laying out shoes and clothes and handbags. We even put like some old keys and random shit in the handbags, you know, like props. And we put it just like in random spots around the town, by the school, in people's front yards, by the park. And
Just
like
crazy people, right? Just being
well,
crazy.
we wanted to know how many people would wake up and think that people had been raptured.
Raptured. Oh,
Yeah.
we're raptured. Ah, what do we do?
I got left behind.
Imagine that.
Anyway, yeah, so the night before the whole Y2K thing, we went around like putting a massive thrift haul around the town for no reason because we were weird.
Boy, you know, it would take a lot to convince me that there's an actual rapture going on.
I did like almost the polar opposite. Like when Trump got elected, like 2016, I remember like there was a shift because I had just gotten clean and I had gotten a little bit of money together, and I purchased like a tent, a bow and arrow, and like a bunch of toilet paper. I went up into the hills. I amassed supplies, and I was like, okay, if the shit comes down, I'm gonna hide out over here. Like, you know, I'm all camouflaged. I've got, you know, like a war chest going on or whatever.
Yeah, something
it was
practical. Unlike me and my weird ass friends running around town with the thrift haul, laying out the
Getting ready.
Well, I don't know how practical it was. There's probably like toilet paper decomping in the woods out there, but yeah.
I don't know, man. We were weird kids. I was a weird kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've always been more on like the survivalist end. Like, for me, like I want to help people, but at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, like everything's falling down around me, so just take care of that first.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You get banned for that. I don't know what
Nothing wrong
tilted
with-
windmill means there.
Nothing
Oh,
wrong.
I-
Hopefully, we're not getting banned.
Nothing wrong with
I-
taking care of your own needs.
I have a few escape plans.
Escape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
luckily
I think
I
you
have
should
a
always
job
have one.
that I can. Luckily, I have a job where, like, literally, I can move to Belize tomorrow and
Belize.
work this. Yeah, and work the same job. Look, Belize is a good compromise where you figure out where you want to go. They speak English and they're in the Yucatan Peninsula. That's a bonus.
Yeah, but you stick out like a sore thumb in Bailey's time. Billy.
Not really. There's some expats. There's actually, well, maybe
Little tiny
more
white girl?
so. No, maybe more so in the coming years. But Belize had a lot of like USAID stuff there. So
I don't
it used
know.
to
I don't
be
know.
and it used to be run by Britain a long time ago, I think. So they speak their official language is English in Belize.
Well, I have dual citizenship, but I don't know what that would like if I just go, would they just say that's okay? I don't know. Don't the country have a say?
Well,
Yeah, well, I would have to go through the process just like anybody immigrating here has to go through a process, right? But that doesn't mean I wouldn't do it.
No, I mean
But if
I'm
you've already been
I have
granted
dual
citizenship, I
citizenship.
think you could just travel.
If I just get on a plane and go to Norway, what are they gonna? They're gonna have to support me, so I'm gonna have to get on. Like, do I like? How does that work? I don't even know.
Well,
I don't know.
So there's a
I
difference
would already
between
have a job.
citizenship.
So.
There's a difference between citizenship and residency.
Residency.
So you can
yeah.
have citizenship, but you have to establish a residency somewhere. That's kind of the difference there, right?
Well,
So you have the freedom to
yeah.
travel, but you are not an established resident in that place.
No, see, that's the thing. Will they? The only I'm supported by the government here because I'm disabled. Now, if I go over there, do they want that as a burden on their country? I mean, I don't know. They'll have to because I'm a citizen. I'm not a citizen.
Well, there's probably
yet,
like
but
a
it's, like,
board
weird.
that
I
would
don't know.
decide that. Like you have to make a plan and propose that to a board that would decide whether they want to take you on as like a full citizen.
So even
Right.
though I'm a citizen, for birthright citizen, I have papers and everything. I've been to Norway a couple of times. I have a passport because I've been to Norway when I was younger.
Well, that depends on their laws. I'm just going by like what I know about our laws, I guess, basically.
Because if
But
the shit does
I
hit
mean,
the fan, I could just up and leave and get on a plane and just find myself in some airport.
If you have dual citizenship, then yeah, you can absolutely go to
But
Norway.
where the fuck would I go? You know, that's the thing. I have to go to relatives, I guess, and they don't even know who I am.
Oh, there's some really cool places I would love to go in Norway, especially the
that's
towns that
just
don't
like
have
to
cars.
visit. And no, I have to live. I'm an old man. I have no means to support myself. I can't just fly to Norway and
Look, you're talking to the wrong
to find
person.
somewhere to live. You know, I mean, that's what I'm worried about. I can't just go to Norway.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you would have to establish a permanent residence
Can't just
in order
go.
to
Yeah.
become like fully accepted into that economy. Because it's
Sure, but
basically
you guys are
like
talking. You guys are talking to the wrong person.
Yeah, but okay. So this plan of escape.
well, we're
is
just
not-
bouncing
is not a
ideas
plan.
off each other. I
My
think.
plan of escape is not a plan because it's not. It's not gonna. I'll be able to.
No.
get there.
I think they would help you. All you would have to do is go to like the embassy or something like that and start talking to them. Right? I mean, you just
Why would I need to go to the embassy?
one foot in front of the other.
It's like I don't even know.
Not our embassy, like their
It's like
version.
if I was a U.S.
I mean, like
citizen,
not our.
If
I don't mean
let
a
me-
U.S.
let me try-
embassy. I mean, like
I'm
their
trying to
version of like.
get this explained to me. If I'm a U.S. citizen and say I
Yeah.
leave the country and I go and visit Brazil, right? I come back to the U.S. I don't have to do anything. I just go and then I'm here. I'm in the U.S., right? Nobody asks me for anything. I don't have anywhere to go. I'm sitting in the airport, but there's nowhere for me to go, right? Because I have no place to live. If it's like weird. How does that work? If I live in the United States,
Well, like
and come back.
so in the U.S.
Ugh,
So
I don't know. Maybe
hold
I'm
on.
confused.
So in the U.S., like what you would need to establish residency, you would have the proof of the payment on a rental or property, and then proof of that you pay utilities or taxes, right? Like so, there's like dual verification that you are there and you pay, your
Right.
share to be there. That's how we do it here, but I don't know if that applies necessarily over there. But
Because the whole thing here with the government, I had to legally fight the government to get what I'm getting. It's not like they gave it to me. You know what I mean? So I don't know what I can do. If I need to leave, I can go to Norway, but then once I get there, I'm kind of fucked. You know what I'm saying? So I have to have another plan. I have to have someone in Norway.
No, maybe. Or if you already have citizenship in Norway,
Yeah.
the best thing to do would be, when I said embassy, I didn't mean U.S. embassy. I meant their embassy. They have one. And
Well, you know, the whole thing is like this. If I was a citizen of Norway and I had
no, I
nowhere to
meant
li-
before you go.
No, I'm just asking this question. If I'm a citizen of Norway, I have
Mhm.
nowhere to live. I'm disabled. I'm an old man. What do I do?
You talk to the embassy before you go. They can help you out on the other side and set you up
embassy?
with those resources.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you have to try to ask for like clemency or something like that because you have a different. It's not a regular circumstance, but you would have to get some kind of clemency or something.
So even though I'm a citizen of another country, I can't.
No,
just,
if you're a
I can't
citizen,
just waltz in there and start a life, right?
no, I'm saying you can't. I mean, yeah, not if, but if you don't want to like be camping out in the street, your best bet would be to talk to not a U.S. embassy, one of their foreign embassies before you go, so that they have you set up with the resources by the time you land.
Well, I think the foreign embassy is for people who aren't citizens.
No. Okay, like the U.S. has an embassy in Japan.
I could just
If a
go to
U.S.
where the
citizen,
citizens go,
hold on,
can't I?
no, that's what I'm saying. It is where. Oh, let me finish. If the U.S.
Can I go to
has,
the social services
all
department?
right, I'm going to get through this. If the U.S. has an embassy
If I'm in the U.S. and I'm homeless,
Wait,
if I
no.
go to the embassy, the U.S. embassy isn't going to do shit. for me.
Gio, if you interrupt me one more
Gio,
time,
no, you're.
I'm
Am I wrong?
gonna come to the conclusion that you are misunderstanding me on purpose. So again, I said don't go to a U.S. embassy. Go to their embassy. If a U.S. embassy is in Japan, U.S. citizens in Japan go to the U.S. embassy. So what you do is you find their representation where you're at, and you talk to them before you even fucking leave, and the U.S. embassy has nothing to do with that.
I wouldn't go to the
I
embassy.
unmuted you. I only muted you for a few seconds. Just
No, that's
so
okay.
that
But
they
I
could
wouldn't go
finish.
to the embassy. I would go
Okay,
to the social services department.
You
thing,
could,
whatever.
but the Royal Norwegian
Thingy-majiggy.
Embassy in the United States is still your best bet. Don't care what you say. And
what?
yes, the Royal Norwegian Embassy in the United States. If I
For
had
what, though?
questions or if I wanted, oh, for the love of God, if I was a dual citizen of Norway or I was a citizen of Norway and Norway was in my escape plan, the thing I would do to have resources when I landed was first go to the Royal Norwegian Embassy in the United States so that I could talk to them and they could help me with the process because they are also Norwegian representatives. And then by the time I got to Norway, it would already be set up.
Never had to
That
do
is
that.
what I was saying.
So
I just got on a plane.
like to
and
clarify,
when I wanted
Pixie
to go
is
to
saying
Norway.
you appeal to the government that you are applying to enter, not the one that you're exiting, right?
No,
like
I
you
never
don't
had to do
appeal
that.
to the person.
I've gone to Norway before and never had to do anything like that.
But whatever you're talking about before, we're talking about now. Like, so you are appealing to the country that you are trying to enter, right?
Right, yeah. I'm not.
So you
no, I'm
don't
not. I
appeal
just go.
to the.
I'm not appealing
Well, you
to
can
anybody.
go.
I just get on a plane.
You can
and I
you
go.
can go, but your status as a citizen is not established.
Well, that's what
right?
I mean.
That's
I
what
have
I'm
to
saying.
go somewhere once I get there. I have to do something once I get there.
They can say,
I'll
"Oh,
do
you were
something
born
here
here,"
prior
but we
to
don't have
going
any
there.
record of you living here or working here or paying taxes
I have to
here.
find somewhere
I
So
mean,
then
I
you
guess
have
If I
to.
just found somebody who lived in Norway and said, "Hey, I got a room," I would just go and live. I would just take a plane and go. I wouldn't.
Well,
Have to
yeah.
go
So
to any
like during
embassy,
when
go
like
to
when I was
anybody's
talking about
side.
like
I wouldn't have to go to any social service. I just go there.
when I was talking about when Trump first got elected, like for instance, for me, I tried to get dual citizenship in Canada, right? And they told me, hey, if you had a job lined up or a person out here that wanted to live with you, we would fully grant you citizenship. But if you don't have those things, then you're fucked, right? As a person who's just a U.S. citizen, right? So I'm just saying these are like the minimum requirements for most people. Like if you go out there, you have to a reason to be there. Otherwise, you are just a traveler.
Right, yeah. Otherwise, I'm just a traveler who has citizen status.
Well, you can just say you were born there, and that's your citizen status.
Well,
but
I
if
am.
you don't have a
I was.
reason to be there presently,
I have birthright citizenship.
this is the immigration law, though. You have birthright citizenship. Well, then,
Yeah, I could go live there tomorrow. And who's going to stop me? Myself, right?
But they don't have to give you a job. They don't have to give
No,
you
well, I'm an old
housing.
man
They
and
don't
I
have to
can't
give
work.
you
That's
health
the thing.
care.
I'm trying to explain this. I'm not a 20, 30-year-old guy, who's, healthy and has everything ahead of him. I'm retired. I'm living on Social Security. Now, if I move
Well, they
to
don't have.
Norway,
Maybe they don't have Social Security in Norway.
I don't know what
Do they?
got.
I don't know. Do they?
I don't know. I have no clue. So the whole plan, I'm not going anywhere. That's the thing.
Oh,
Well, I encourage you to go somewhere if it's beneficial to you, but
I would definitely go somewhere. But okay, but to be fair, when I said you're talking to the wrong person, it's because I'm an incredibly restless person, like incredibly restless. Before I had a kid, if you asked me like, what's your goal? I would have looked you straight in the face, as serious as could be, and I would have said, to die somewhere I've never been before on my way to another place I've never been before. And I meant it with everything in me. I still kind of do. I am really restless. I just happen to love my Super Munchkin more than anything.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, that is a noble goal. I mean, loving your offspring is probably the most noble goal.
Yeah.
I still want to travel a lot, though. Settling down is. I'm like, if I've been somewhere for 2 years, it's too long. Let's go. So raising Super
That's how I
Munchkin in
feel,
one
yeah.
place was like a huge thing for me. And now that she's
I
like
wish
in college and she's engaged, I'm like, all right, it's time to go. It's time to go.
I totally wish I had had more opportunities to travel with my children because I feel like those were the best times. Like whenever we got to get out of the house, like even just exploring like natural local open spaces or whatever, or something like that. Those are the best times.
Well, I'd have to speak if I wanted to go. I'd have to speak to people who know the social services aspects of this place, because I can't, and I don't think the country wants to take people or wants. I mean, I don't know. It's like I think they don't want me.
So I feel like you're roundabout making an argument here against like social services for non-resident immigrants, right? Like, is this are you legitimately in this position, or are you making an argument? Because I have to know, right?
No, I think he's saying that's what he's like based on his experience. And you have to. The U.S. is very much that way.
No, this is really your experience.
What?
No, I'm saying he thinks.
Are you
like,
actually a Norwegian? Like, or are you just making an argument?
Oh,
I don't know.
I have dual citizenship. What do you think?
You do have. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I do.
Then you're a citizen.
My mother and father are both Norwegian. My sister and my other sister were both born in Norway. I was born
but the same standards still apply, though.
Since I was born with both parents, I have a birthright citizenship. But they stopped that after a certain year. So people born after a certain year who have parents that were born in Norway can't claim the birthright. I was in a period born where I was able to claim the birthright, but now they don't do that anymore. So it's like a weird thing.
Well, it's establishing, like I said, it's a purpose for being there, right? Like if you want to go there to retire, that is a purpose. So
Yeah.
I guess you would just have to kind of establish that precedent,
I don't know. Citizenship comes with rights, though, and it doesn't matter if they want you or not. It's about rights at that point.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. If I'm a
natives
citizen,
which is why natives were they finally got, like, natives are considered to have dual citizenship automatically.
yeah, but I can't. I need structure. I need some infrastructure. I can't just leave and go to Norway.
Yeah, that's why you talk to the embassy first.
Yeah,
And do you have family that you know there today?
I have family. I don't.
Because
I
that's
haven't
a
seen them.
connection.
Yeah, I haven't
If
seen
you
them
can
since-
establish a connection, that could be a legitimizing factor. Like,
I have an uncle and a few cousins on my father's side, and my mother's sister is still there. One of my one of my aunts. There's a graveyard
so
too.
you could say I was born here. I have family here.
I have a plot.
That seems,
I have a plot
yeah.
with my name on it. There's a piece of land where I'm supposedly going to be buried when I die.
You're going to be buried in Norway, Gio?
Well, that was the plan, but I don't have any money to ship a body there. Just saying, everybody.
Yeah, it'll be easier once you're across the pond.
If I die here in the States, someone has to ship the body over there because
we got to do fundraisers.
Yeah, right.
Or your ward of the state. Yeah.
Ship Geo to.
You know, I want to be human composted. I don't want to be buried. I just want to be human composted.
So I had a good friend. His written will was that he was going to be burned on a traditional Viking pyre, and they didn't obviously have the money or resources or time for that bullshit. So they just, cremated him. So.
No, I don't care. Once I'm dead, I don't care what you do with me.
No, see, I want to give back to the earth in some way, right? I don't want to just be ash. But I also, like, I don't want to be buried, and I don't want some grave marker. Like, I don't want any of that. I don't want to take up space. Like, I don't want any of that. And so for human composting, they'll put me in a highly oxygenated chamber with, like, some herbs and stuff, and then they'll just come back in a month and I'll be soil. Yeah, and I'm good
I'm
with
with Tilting Windmill. Like, I would rather donate my remains to science. Like, just let them take a look at what's going on in here, and
That's a good idea. I like the cadaver studies. Just throw me in a field and watch me rot, and take and observe the data. I don't know.
No, you could plant a tree in me, or send me to a struggling forest, or send me to a struggling forest, because I will be dirt and soil. I'm good with that. Just
how about
make me dirt?
We grow you.
I think we have enough dirt. You're far too beautiful to become dirt.
Everything eventually goes.
Well, technically, I will be very rich soil and great for the environment.
Yeah. Well, okay. Fair enough.
How about we plow you under an avocado farm? We'll just plow you under.
No, I don't want to be on anybody's stupid farm. You can put me in the forest.
Okay, wait. So, meta conversation. So I get out to the campsite. This was Tuesday. And I go out there and I collected a couple of logs out of the campsite. And it's a state park, unbeknownst to me. So I come down, I start chopping up, a couple pieces of firewood. And this lady starts screaming at me, like literally screaming at me from across, the next campsite over. She's like, "What you're doing is illegal. You need to stop." And then, so other people got in between. And I was like, okay, thank you for letting me know. So apparently the consensus is now that we have to leave all of the debris that falls on the forest floor Otherwise, so before Trump was saying like we need to rake the forest because all this shit is starting forest fires, and now they're saying no, actually we need to leave the debris so it can decay, and that's actually fighting the forest fire. So it is prohibited for me to gather and chop firewood within
So
the state park because they
the
want to sell me firewood at $10 a bundle. Yeah.
the problem is it they've never had it right, and it was supposed to be a bit of
Cheeky
both.
fucks.
What cracks me up, what cracks me up about stuff like that, is it's supposed to be a bit of both, right? You're supposed to take like dry branches and things every now and then, and the rest that to use, but you're not supposed to clear it. However, every now and then, a controlled burn is recommended. The natives did that. The natives did small controlled burns when things got out of hand, and then they would let the rest mulch and rot when they could, right? And then people who re-inhabited were like, oh no, we know better, stop doing that. And now they're like, oh, we should do this instead, and let them fight. It's the weirdest thing. I'm like, you're supposed to do both. When you're in
But I thought
danger
it
of
was
having fires, you collect the dry debris and you use it, right? In the rainier months, you leave the fallen debris and you let it rot and mulch. Like, why don't people understand this?
But I've
Yeah,
never
that
had a
lady-
person just scream at me like,
That lady was a bit
"Stop!" Yeah,
over the
like
top.
I was
man.
killing a child.
You're just trying to make a little campfire. It's not like you.
I
Gonna
wish they'd
burn
be
down.
that picky about people who steal everything from parks and stuff.
Oh, that sucks. You're
Yeah.
supposed to leave it clean, not strip it bare.
I know. Like, I
Right?
remember, like, there are certain places, when I was a kid, there was like this huge mica quarry, and if you went out there, there was mica everywhere. And don't get me wrong, if you go out there, you'll still see a lot of mica, but it's not like it used to be. It's not anywhere like it used to be because people keep taking stuff and taking off with it. The same with like certain parts of the canyon, like certain types of rocks and things. People just take off with them.
That mica's it's like sheets of glass, right? Like you can,
Kind of. It can be really brittle, easily broken. Yeah.
but you could see through it if you, right?
Yeah, as long as it's not too many layers deep. It starts getting kind of opaque, because it's a little bit cloudy.
Isn't there another rock that's like that?
Crystal
Or is
meth. That sounds like crystal meth. Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I got
crystal-
distracted.
No, it's like a sheet. It comes in sheets. Like you can tear it off, and it comes in like sheets.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I think that is mica.
My cousin is a geologist. He actually knows a lot about that stuff. I ask him usually when I'm uncertain about something. So yeah, he's out and about. These you can find him online, and yeah, he knows these types of things. Anyway, I think I'm getting a bit tired.
Oh yeah. 2 hours. Says you've been.
Yeah,
streaming.
2 hours. Well, I did like 2 hours almost before this too. So
Oh, you had a stream before this. Oh.
yeah, I was doing a little video review, and then so we ended up here. Such is the internet. But any plugs? Anything going on for anybody tonight?
I got nothing. I make intros, outros, full branding. Anyone interested, just hit me up. My email is on my channel, and you can find it. And if you're interested in
Geo
full
does
branding,
the best intros.
thanks.
I will endorse. Yes, Geo made a clip for me and done many intros for many people. Yeah, the contact GeoSam for any graphics work you might want done.
Yeah, my
Just
my most
intro videos.
yeah, I do
Go for
intros,
it. Yeah.
outros, full branding, whatever you need. My most recent work is for Brooklyn Lou. If anyone's familiar with Brooklyn Lou, I did an intro and outro for him. Simple intro, outro. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for letting me on too. I know sometimes I
thanks
can
for
be
coming, man.
argumentative. I can be argumentative sometimes.
I always enjoy your company, man. So you are a friend of the channel for sure.
But Pixie's right. When Pixie, she's right. You're right. And I got
About what'd you say?
about
Oh.
going to the embassy here.
Oh, okay.
I'm speaking to them and seeing what's.
Pixie, when's your next reading coming up? Do you know yet?
My next what?
Or when are you going to be reading next, or anything you got going on your channel?
I don't know when the next Pixie Duster bullshit thing is because that's really Batman and Serbs, and I just kind of host it. My streams are really, really sporadic, and I never know when they're going to happen. But my next reading will probably be tomorrow.
Excellent. So look forward to that tomorrow. Pixie Storms will be reading some more Dark Tower for us. All right. Well, I'm gonna bid y'all adieu and say good night, good luck, and stay trusty. Be well, everybody.
Good night, everyone.